So me and my dad, for my senior project, at first I was going to write a story about a girl who gets stranded on an island and meets some movie star or singer that she really, really likes. And they both get stranded on an island. But that wasn't going so well. So my dad gave me the idea and said, how about we write an autobiography together? So I said I'd think about it, and I don't remember exactly when we started it. When did we exactly start it?
I bet you it was March,
Yeah.
maybe late February.
And so he started from when he met my mom in Russia, and and one of the chapters is where I'm talking, but I'm not really born, so I'm talking as a little baby that's not really born yet. So I'm making this up as kind of making it up and saying that I want to get out and see the world, and so yeah. And so first we typed it. We wrote it all in this book. This skinny little book right here. And then we typed it on the computer. And I think about, like, in the middle of the book, my computer crashed down.
Oh no.
I think I had like 10 pages done, or a little more than 10 pages. I had to retype everything. So and I didn't back up my work, which is even worse. So I had to retype it. And we're going to do it on this website to make a book where they mail it to you, and you can either have it a hardcover or whatever cover you want. But so we tried to do that, but we figured it wouldn't come in time for graduation or to present it. So my dad, he got this notebook, and I can pass it around. We we cut it out. There was a lot of like rulers and measurements to do it, and we found pictures to put it on there and stuff. So yeah, and it was really fun but hard.
How long did you work on it? Like on this part?
A long time.
So I think it'd be good to tell them like what we talked about with Ken and your senior advisor group. It starts before you're born.
Yeah.
And goes until when?
Until this year. And Ken said that we should have another chapter after graduation. So we'll add that in later after graduation. So it was hard to get, because you have to have them exactly on the line, and it was really hard to do that. So some of them might be a little crooked, but you can't really tell. Yeah.
And you could talk about what it's like to come up with titles for chapters.
Oh yes, chapter titles are actually very hard to come up with. Sorry. But yeah. So.
And you did it, how did you do it, in a year, every year you put some, what was milestone for each chapter?
We did it from when I was when he met you, to, and then we skipped to when I was 3, to 7, to middle school, to high school.
So it's not every year?
It's not every single year of my life, but it's most of it.
Is this your biological father?
No.
Okay, so you've met before. Your mom is already pregnant with you.
Yeah.
So already you have a really interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's not your everyday love
Yeah,
story.
my biological dad lives in Washington, D.C. with his 2 sons. Yeah, that's true.
So the writing from the room was totally creative.
Yeah.
Some of it's kind of factual and truly autobiographical. And some of it is kind of a recounting of memory.
Yeah.
How did you decide, Maria, to what part your dad would write and what part you would write, or was it more like a conversation?
Well, he would write like some, and then I would read over it and write from what I thought of it and what I remembered of it.
Oh, so like the same events or time periods from his perspective and your perspective.
Yeah, that was the original concept. That we would feed off each other's memory. And we have different perspectives of highlights in Maria's life. But about the end of middle school, Maria started taking the lead and writing, and I would respond to her writing. So the first half was more me, and then Maria, and then high school was a lot of
I took
Maria
over high
and then
school.
me.
Probably the freshest memories for you.
Yeah,
Easiest to
high
start.
school and middle school sometimes was more the freshest memories. Except for there is one memory, which is the chapter called Ouch. I was 7 years old, and my brother had this BMX bike, and he was riding it, so I decided to ride with him. I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally really cool. I want to do it with him. So I got on like the pegs of his bike, and he was going really fast. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like Oaks Park, yay! But he was going like really fast down a hill, and for a 7-year-old girl, you're like, how do I stop this bike? So I'm thinking in my head, I wonder, how do I stop this bike? So I stick my foot in the spokes, and I twist it really bad, and my foot turned purple, yellow, and I think black. Yeah. So
It looks good.
ouch.
Yeah.
That's why it's called ouch.
Yeah, so some of the chapters are fond memories and
Yeah.
some are painful.
Did you have to do any research for this? Like, did you have any idea how to write a book? Like,
Well, I mean,
or you just decided to learn by just doing it and figuring it
I
out?
like